Sports headphones that don't cover your ears? Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These are the NAENKA Runner NEO bone conduction sports headphones, and let me just show you how they work. They fit over your ear, and then the sound production is actually from in front of your ear. So you can see that here is that my ear itself isn't covered at all. So unlike headphones, unlike earbuds, these mean that I can hear everything around me in the environment, which is super important if you're doing sports, if you're going for a run or a bike ride, or you're washing the car or you're gardening. It's really great to be able to hear what's happening around you in addition to being able to listen to your favorite music or podcasts or audiobooks or whatever it is. Now, it turns out these also have built-in microphones, so you could actually be on the phone too. In a minute, I'll actually give you a demo of the microphone pickup, but let me tell you first that they feature Bluetooth 5.2, and they have dual NEC noise-canceling microphones. And what the company's done is they've redesigned the way bone conduction works, and they use what they call their Vibrator 3 technology that they say improves sound at least 50% over regular bone conduction headphones. And I have to say, these sound amazingly good for what they are. They're not audiophile. It's not the same as having a big earpiece over your ear, but for a bone conducting technology, it's remarkable how good they sound. They're really nice, and they get really loud if you want them to be really loud, and they actually give you a pretty solid music reproduction. Now, they're even better for voice, so if you do listen to NPR or whatever podcast, or you're on the phone with someone or something, then these are just pretty amazing, actually. They really do sound good. Now, one of the cool design features is that they're fully sealed. So they're IP66. So, I kid you not, you can wear these swimming. I have not tried that. It seems like a kind of interesting idea. But if you want to wear these while you're swimming, that's a doable thing. Now, again, I don't know what that would be like. If you do get these and you do try that, leave a comment and tell me what your experience was like. I'd be super interested. Now, battery-wise, 10 hours on a full charge, and the charging system's pretty intriguing. I'll get there in a second. I'll show you what's in the box. But 10 hours on a charge, pretty cool. And weight-wise, less than 1 ounce. It's actually 9/10 of an ounce. So I am not exaggerating when I say you're going to put these on and forget you have them on, particularly since they're not covering your ear, so there's no air pressure issues or anything like that. They just sit right in front, and they just do the right thing. And when you want to have music or audio coming out of them, they're there. And when you don't need that, then they're just sitting, and they're so light that you barely notice they're there. Now, let's go through the box real quick. So, very nice packaging here, and comes with a user manual. And I'll tell you, let's do a couple of quick close-ups. There are 3 buttons on this. There's a volume up and volume down on the bottom of the right earpiece. And then on the front of that same piece is a multi-function button that has a lot of functions. You can see in this cheat sheet, there's a lot to learn if you really want to get the most out of this, or you can just put them on, adjust the volume on your phone or your audio source. You could obviously pair these with something like an Apple Watch and then just enjoy. So, you don't have to learn all of these different things. I will say they have one glitch in the way they design the buttons, is that the volume down button you push and hold to turn off, but pushing and holding it also goes to next track. So what happens in practice is just before it powers off, it goes to the next track. Now, if you're listening to music, not a big deal. But if you're listening to an audiobook, super annoying. So the workaround I suggest is disconnect it from your source device and then turn it off. Little clumsy, but something that's certainly better than having you have to find your way halfway through a chapter in an audiobook again. This is something I suspect they'll fix in firmware, but for now, be aware of that. Now, otherwise, let's see, in the box, like I said, we have the instructions, and they unfold, and it's pretty straightforward. There's a couple of different things that you need to know. And then under here, it's sort of an interesting design because the entire concept of bone conducting headphones is that they're not covering up your ear, but it includes 3 pairs of ear covers that are designed so that you can somewhat isolate your environmental noise and still hear these. Obviously, you're going to rely more on literally the vibrations on your skull. Since to me that defeats the entire purpose of these headphones, I haven't tried these. You might find them a really good experience. And in fact, not only do they have that, but then there's this hidden box here. And one of the things in the box are actual earplugs. So let's just get everything out of here. So then we have a little elastic leash that you can use. And I think this is for mostly when you're swimming, a way to make sure that they don't float off if you're doing a particularly enthusiastic kick. And then these earplugs. So you get these because you don't want to cover up your ears and you don't want to get that noise. And then you get earplugs to work with it. Not sure I understand the logic there, but they are included, so that is something to know. And then finally, it is that little charging base, and it's actually a pretty cool design. The side that has the volume control, it's a magnet, so it just sits on that little dock, and then it's a USB-A, or USB 3, so you just plug this rectangle into anything, your computer, a wall plug, whatever, you have to bring your own, and it'll charge fully in 2 hours or less, depending on how depleted it is. And there's a little tiny light that will show you its charge status. Super easy to work with. One of the benefits of them having that charge dock is that there's no USB-C, so there's nowhere where water could get into the device. Like I said, it's fully waterproof. That's really handy. The downside is that if you lose this dock or you forget it at home when you're at the gym and you're realizing on the way there that your headphones are really low on charge, or something gets damaged here, you'll have to get a replacement from NAENKA. This is not something you're going to find on Amazon or something. So this is something you're going to have to really take care of so that you can get maximum benefit out of your earbuds, out of your headphones. These are definitely not earbuds. So all of that said, I think they're really amazing. It's a really nice piece of technology, and all I have to do is that, and I'm ready to go. I have a little bit of longer hair than a lot of people, so I have to adjust that, but these are now fully ready to go. And then if I push the front volume button, the volume up, I think it is, and okay, there we go. So now it tells me power up, pairing, Bluetooth paired. So now on my iPhone 14 Pro, I'll just go into settings and double check that these are paired with my phone so I can listen to music. And let me give you this demo because I'm listening to music at maximum volume and it's pretty loud, but can you hear it? So pretty interesting. There's a tiny bit of audio bleed if someone's really close to you, but honestly, I've seen people with earbuds or headphones that are so loud, I can hear their music, and there I'm like, that's really loud for you. So that's a little alarming. Now, we've done that. Let's actually go and try the audio recording. So now what you're hearing is my voice as picked up by the NAENKA Runner NEO. And you can hear it does a pretty decent job. The volume's a little low, but overall entirely functional for phone calls or something. And imagine how comfortable this is. This is less than 1 ounce. And I could be wearing these while gardening or something and having a conversation with someone just like this. And it's super comfortable, super easy to work with. Now, let me switch audio back. And that's really everything I wanted to show you. They come in green or gray or red. These are green in case I have to say that. And they're definitely worth checking out. I will say that the sound is much better than I expected. As with all of these devices, there's not a lot of bass. So if you're really waiting for that drop in your favorite electronica, these probably aren't going to be the style that you want, but for bone conducting headphones, these have the best sound of any I've ever auditioned, and I've tried at quite a few different companies and tried quite a few different pairs. So definitely ones to check out if you want to explore this sort of technology, and that's what I got. Now, hold on, because we also need to talk about the price. But before we get to the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. A click or a tap on that subscribe button and we're connected. Give me a thumbs up if this was useful, and if it wasn't, then leave me a comment telling me what you wish I would have covered. Okay, these are the NAENKA Runner NEO Bone Conduction Sports Headphones, green, gray, or red, and they are $129.99, currently $109.99 at NAENKA.com. These are really cool. If you're tired of things sitting on top of your ear or in your ear, but you still want to be able to listen to music or podcast or audiobooks or be on the phone, then these are a solid option to check out. That's all I got. I think I'm going to go back to my music. I've been listening to some Howard Jones. I don't know if you could tell that, but so I'm going to go back to that, which means I'm going to have to catch you in my next video.